Right here I have the perfect e-bike that you're looking for. What's up guys, my name is TJ and today I'm going to be reviewing this e-bike. Now this is going to be a 16-inch, so it's going to be great for younger riders and adults that are a little bit shorter. Now this bike can hold up to 264 pounds, so it is still suitable for an adult. Being a 16-inch, this is going to be a little bit more of a mini bike for me, but I absolutely love that because with mini bikes, you can move them around a lot easier and they're just fun to ride. They always put a smile on your face and this bike definitely does that. Now the suitable rider height for this bike is going to be from 4'9" up to 5'9". So I am 5'11", and this is what I look like when I'm sitting on the bike. So it is just going to be a tad smaller, but this bike still has 750 watts of power. So that is a ton. And as I've been riding this bike, it definitely pulls me around and does everything that a bigger bike would. So this has plenty of power. It's going to have 5 different gear modes from speeds ranging from 6 all the way up to 28 miles an hour. So that is super impressive for this bike, and there's almost nothing that this thing can't do. Now, as you can see here, this has dual suspension in the front and the rear. The rear is going to be adjustable, so you can move that around based on your needs. Although I felt straight out of the box, everything was perfect. Suspension is dialed in and I absolutely love it. Riding off-road felt so comfortable. Now with these huge wide knobby tires, you can ride on snow, gravel, tarmac, mud, sand, you name it. There is definitely a lot of traction on those tires. Now the way that this bike was created is actually very evenly distributed with the weight in the front and the rear, so it's gonna feel very balanced when you're riding this. Now I can say that these grips feel so comfortable on my hands, and with the dual front and rear disc brakes, it feels dialed in and can stop on a dime very easily. And that is super impressive, especially with me being 155 pounds. This thing had no problem taking me around. Now you are going to have 3 different modes. So you're going to be able to put this into full electric mode, so you don't need to use the pedals at all, or you can have this on pedal assist. So while you are pedaling, it'll help you, so you can adjust that based on how much help you want, or you can just shut it off altogether so you can just pedal the bike and use it as a normal bike. So I do love the fact that you can do all of those. Now one thing that I do love about this being a tall rider is the seat's very long, and by the way, this seat is very soft and comfortable. But with this seat being really long, I noticed that when I was riding it, I could just scoot back a little bit further and it seemed to accommodate my size. So I think this bike would be perfect for maybe a younger rider that is going to be growing. And you know, if it is a teenager, they're going to be growing over time. They could start out in the front of the bike, and as they grow, I think they'll have no problem scooting back and still feel like this bike has plenty of room. Now that we went over some of the stats of the bike, let's go ahead and take a closer look. Now there's a couple things I want to mention on this bike that really stand out to me. I love the paint job. The black is really nice. It's kind of like a matte satin finish on here, and it just looks amazing. The welds are really clean, and you can tell this is very, very sturdy. We have a fender in the rear, and it kind of has like that dirt bike style fender. As you can see from the side, it has like the pointy look, and it really does a lot. The tires did go through a lot of mud, and it protected the bike, kept me clean on it, which was very nice. On the front, you're gonna have the same thing. The fender is gonna be here in the back, so it's not gonna spray up on you. Now, one thing I did notice is I think that you could rig this. Now, this is the way the fender is supposed to be, but I do think that if you wanted the dirt bike look, I think you could actually take this fender and flip it around to the front, so you can have it going over the front, and I think it would make it look a lot more like a dirt bike. So that's just one mod you can actually do, and I think it would work great. Now, the pedals feel really nice. This bike was very easy to assemble out of the box. The directions were super easy to follow. It didn't take me too long at all. Chains really sturdy as well, and you can see the motor in the rear. For a little bit of safety, we're gonna have the reflectors built into the wheels, front and the rear, so I do like that. And you're gonna be able to fill up the tires with air very quickly and easily. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this awesome display. All right, so right here we have all of the different buttons on the side here. Very easy to access with your thumb, so I do like that when I am riding it. So to turn this on, we're just gonna hold the M. Look at this display, guys. This is complete color. We have blue and yellow, and that looks so cool. It's something that I definitely love. So we're gonna have the miles per hour, you're gonna have the battery life up top, and you're gonna show your total mileage and then your assist and everything like that. So you can adjust these assist modes all the way up here to 5 and all the way down to 0. So on 0, you could just pedal the bike and not worry about the electric mode, but you can change all that. We got a nice horn. super loud and gets attention, so that's gonna keep you safe on the bike. We have a headlight you could turn on and off. We got the turn signals, very easy to switch on and off as well. You can tap the mode button again and you can change the odometer and you can see your volts and everything like that. So this color display is super nice and probably one of the nicest ones I've seen on an e-bike so far, but it looks so sleek and modern. I love that. All right, so as I click the headlight on, you can see the beautiful headlight turn right on, and this thing looks amazing and definitely shines the way at night. So as you can see with me shining it at night, it definitely lights up in the dark and looks amazing. So in the rear, whenever you turn on the headlights, you're gonna have a light that'll come on so you'll be able to be seen easily. And as you hit the brakes, so we could take a look at the turn signals here. If you turn that left, this is gonna light up, making it really easy for you to be seen if you are gonna be riding this on the side of the road or the sidewalk. Always remember to follow your state and local laws. And this also does come with 2 keys, and that is how you remove the battery, so nobody can just take that unless they have the keys. Now I'm going to show you how easy this is to remove the battery. There's just a little key slot here. You're just going to turn that to unlock it, and then once you turn that to unlock it, all you got to do is pull up on this and it'll actually remove the battery, so you can take it out completely to charge this. And gone are the days of charging your batteries overnight, because these charge very quickly. So I love that you could just take this out, put this inside or in the garage. Maybe you don't have an outlet nearby. This makes it really convenient to charge it. And then once you're ready to install it, simply slide it back on, lock it up with the key, and this thing is locked in place. And I also love the fact, if you just want to know the battery's life, all you gotta do is press that and it'll light up and it'll show you exactly where you're at. This bike also has a range of 60 miles. Now that we went over all the stats and taken a close look at the bike, let's go ahead and ride this and see if it holds up to the test.
All right guys, so let's take a little ride on this. So this actually holds 265 pounds, so I should be okay on it. It's gonna be a smaller bike, but let's go for a ride. All right, so let's see, try to hit a little top speed run real quick. 25, 6, woo, 27. Woo. All right, we're hitting about 28. That is crazy. First off, I love the LCD screen on here. This thing is actually in full color, so it just looks absolutely incredible. We have all these different options on here. You can change to hill assist. You have 5 different speed assists, all the way from 6 miles an hour up to 28. So this is conquering this hill pretty good. This is like a 40-45% grade, and that is really, really awesome. That flies up that hill. I cannot believe how much power this has. So this is going to be a 750 watt e-bike. This is going to be a 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery. We have the odometer on here. We can switch that between your volts. So it could show you your volt, your time riding the bike, and then also your trip. And then it just shows you your all around odometer for the bike, which is awesome. But again, this is going to be color. We have blue, yellow, we have your battery level up top, and then it's going to show you your speed. And then it also has like a little bit of a speed gauge too, which I like a lot. Now we're going to be equipped with a headlight. We have the turn signals on here. We have a nice horn. We got the front brake over here on the left side, I believe. Yeah, I like the rear brake to actually be over here on this side. So for me, it kind of feels like it's like flip-flopped. Yeah, but other than that, suspension is absolutely amazing. I am 150 pounds. This holds 264 pounds. So with the front shocks on here, it feels so good. We're going to have disc brakes set up in the front and the rear. It pretty much stops on a dime. Can this do brake slides? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Perfect brake slide right there. I like the removable battery right here. So we're going to have like a 5-6 hour charge time on the battery, which is going to be super convenient. So you don't have to charge this overnight. You can actually charge this during the day and you can still have time to ride. Grips feel really good. We have a little bit of a cutout for our palms. So I'm wearing gloves. It feels really good with gloves. And pedals feel pretty good. This is going to be for a rider that's like 4'9", I think to 5'9", so it's going to be on the smaller side. We do have fenders. Oh yeah, this is like a mini bike for me. If you're like a teenager, this is going to be perfect for you. Jeez, that is so much fun. This thing actually rides amazing. The fenders are great because it's going to keep the mud off of you. Obviously that's going to be amazing because we're going to be riding these through the mud, guys. This is why we have these. We're going to be able to do things like this and just ride all over the place. It's so amazing. This thing is so fun. Jeez, it's ripping. 23. I mean, to accelerate that fast is nice. Like, we're talking like 60, 65 Newton meters of torque. That's going to be a lot of torque for really doing anything. But for these hills even, to be able to go up that and not even feel that's really nice. And we do have pedal assist, by the way. So there's going to be 5 different assists. You could turn this completely off. So if you do want to just ride it normal, you absolutely can. You don't actually have to use the electric. But I feel like most people that are getting these are going to be using the electric because that's kind of why we have them. It's just fun. The pedals are just there. But the gear feels nice. It kind of just feels like a regular BMX bike since there's one gear. It is a nice gear. Like if I had to put this as like a speed, it's probably like a 5, like gear 5. Probably just like right in the middle and stuff. So that's really nice. So it is nice. You could turn the assist off. You do want to get a workout or you want to pedal. Maybe you're gearing up to hit like a jump or something. But yeah, we have pedal assist. It's going to help you too. So if you do want to get a workout and you're going up a hill, you just kick that on. It's going to work absolutely amazing. Like even right there, like these pedal assists are amazing. They work so good. They feel amazing. This is going to be perfect for the younger rider. And let's see what this assist does up this hill. I have this on gear 1, so it's gonna be like 6 miles an hour. I don't know if it's gonna get me up this hill, but if it does, that's pretty good. Okay, it's pulling me up this hill, even on gear 1. So I know I'm gonna get up the hill. I can put it on 2, it can get me up faster. This is amazing, guys. Oh, why do I love this one so much? This little bike is amazing. This is definitely one that I recommend. Blast off of that because I will get broke. Oh yeah, that is perfect. Oh, a little bit of mud, no big deal. Little bit of mud. So we're gonna go ahead and go up one of these hills here in a second. This is nice. Okay, so I like this on 5. 5 is so quick. So this is gonna go 28 miles an hour. I think when I hit it, tapped out at like 27.9. So we're just at that 28. And this is on cruise control now. Okay, so if you hold that in for, it says it right there on the warning, keeping the speed stable for 8 seconds is gonna put it on cruise control. So that's nice. I'm loving the fact that I could do a brake slide like that. That is so fun. I mean, that's going to be one of the perks of this bike. Oh, okay. Yeah. This can really do it all, guys. This can really do it all. I have to say I'm very, very impressed with this bike. Very impressed with this bike. I think that this is going to be a go-to for many people. I think, you know, riding this bike, I have a blast on it. Even being 5'11", 150 pounds, I'm definitely a little bit bigger for this bike, but it's a mini bike. It gives me that mini bike feel, and I do have other mini bikes that I like to ride because they are mini. That's the fun of it. So the fact that this bike can do that, guys, this hill is steep right here, and we're getting right up it. We're staying at 8 miles an hour. So that is just something to keep in mind here. We're at 8 miles an hour. It's going a little bit more. Okay, so now we're on cruise control. So now it's just gonna stay there. So that's nice for going on like a little bit of a travel. You're going on a little bit of a ride somewhere. That's gonna be really nice to be able to kind of just have that so you don't have to really mess around with it. Maybe you can ride with no hands even and just kind of cruise around, hit the city, hit the streets, and just enjoy the bike for what it is. But at the end of the day, I am absolutely loving this. Now, let's head back to the house and I'm gonna go over the review and tell you guys my final thoughts.
All right, so I just wrapped up a video on this e-bike, and man, oh man, I can say that I actually had a blast on this thing. Even though this is made for a younger person, a younger rider, I had a great time. Now, the weight capacity on this says 260 pounds. I'm 5'11", 150 pounds, and this was more of like a mini bike for me. Now, I do like mini bikes because I think they're fun and you can kind of just mess around on them. You can manipulate them a little bit more than a regular adult-sized bike because they're smaller and lighter. This was so much fun, and this bike actually hit 28 miles an hour with me on it, so that is definitely something to say. It looks amazing. This bike is just blacked out. Everything is black, and I love that. One of my favorite things about this was the suspension. We have quad suspension, front and rear. It feels so good. I was able to take this off a few jumps. I rode through grass and bumpy road, and honestly, it all felt the same. It felt like smooth road. You know you're gonna have a very comfortable ride on this, and it did perform well even when I was hitting it off jumps and stuff. So this is gonna conquer grass, this is gonna conquer snow, this is gonna conquer gravel, sand, mud, pavement, bumpy roads, you name it. This thing can do it. And we even have fenders on the front and the rear, so it's gonna keep you dry and clean while you're riding this. Guys, this seat is huge. So one thing that I did notice about this seat was being a little bit of a bigger rider, I was able to scoot back on it a little bit more, and it felt like the bike was made for me. Now, if this seat was about halfway, I don't think I can say that, but if you're a younger rider, you can slide up to the front, and as you grow, you can kind of grow into the bike and just move back, and it was still comfortable. I didn't feel awkward, I didn't feel weird, and I can say that that's another highlight about this. Now, the third thing that I absolutely love was this display. This looks so futuristic. It looks amazing. It looks like a touchscreen phone. Now, it's not touchscreen, but it is in color, and it was able to read the miles an hour and everything on it, but it just looks so good. I love it. It was big, very, very, very easy to see in the broad daylight, which is really important when you're riding one of these because you want to know your speed, your gear, all your information, and you don't want that to fade out when sunlight hits it. You will not have that problem with this. And I love the turn signals, brake lights, headlights, everything that enables you to be seen so you can go on a long ride. You can ride a long time on this thing with one single charge, and that is very impressive. You can go hang out with your friends, you can go ride all day, and you know the battery's gonna handle it, and you still have pedals. So if the battery does die, you can just ride home. Now, it does seem like a regular bike when it comes to the gearing because this is a 1-speed. Now, I didn't have a problem with that. It felt very comfortable and it felt normal to me. Like if you picture a regular bike and what that gear would be in a 1-speed, that's what this is. Perfect gearing to conquer everything. The brakes felt really good. We got front and rear disc brakes, so it's gonna stop on a dime. Headlight was very bright, taillight was very bright, and the tires gripped up very, very good. I can honestly say through the grass, I didn't have a problem, and I was able to corner very tight, and it gripped very nice. The throttle on here feels very snappy, very easy to use. I love how you can take the battery out and you can actually charge this. The charging time is only 5 to 6 hours, so you don't have to charge this overnight and wait to ride it in the morning. You can actually charge this midday, because usually when you're charging e-bikes, maybe 8 to 10 hours, well, forget it if you want to ride it during the day when it's dead. But 5 to 6 hours, you're going to be back on your e-bike. So if you forget to charge your bike overnight, you can still make it for the evening. And I do love that. Now, overall, I think that this bike has just about everything that you're looking for the younger rider to have an absolutely amazing time all day worth of fun. If you guys would like to pick up an e-bike like this, I am going to drop a link down in the description for you guys to go and check out. If this video helped you guys out and you liked it, make sure that you hit the like button. It helps my channel out a ton. And also consider subscribing, because I do drop a bunch of new videos with e-bikes, e-scooters, e-motos all the time. And I usually try to get stuff that is either not come out yet or just came out. So make sure you subscribe for the latest and the greatest, and I'll do my best to deliver those videos to you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.